Hello everybody. In the last class, we studied about the fibers, different types of synthetic fibers such as rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. Also, we studied about the properties and uses of those fibers. In this class, we'll continue with the remaining topics. Before that, let's have a fun game. For each answer, 3 clues are given for you. Relate the clues and find out the answer. Are you all ready? Take a notebook and pen. Simultaneously write the answers after reading the clues. Number 1. Fossil fuel, crude oil, oil wells. Number 2. Yellow, round, citric acid. Number 3. Synthetic fiber, substitute for wool, sweaters. Number 4. Natural fiber, lustrous, silkworm. Number 5. Synthetic fiber, popular polyester, fine fibers. Number 6. Mineral, seafoods, goiter. Number 7. Natural fiber, soft summer dresses. Yes. Are you all ready with your answers? Shall we check the answers? Number 1. Petroleum. Number 2. Lemon. Number 3. Acrylic. Number 4. Silk. Number 5. Terylene. Number 6. Iodine. Number 7. Cotton. How many of you found out all the answers correctly? What? Everybody? Good. Very good. You people deserve a round of applause. Are you ready to hear? But wait, still your task didn't get over. Have you observed? The first letter of each word is underlined. Join all the letters, that is underlined letters, and find out the word. What is that? Yes, it is plastic. Today, we are going to learn about the plastics. Plastic. What is plastic? You must be familiar with many plastic articles used every day. Plastic is also a polymer like the synthetic fiber. All plastics do not have the same type of arrangement of units. In some, it is linear, whereas in others, it is cross-linked. Already, we studied in the last class about polymerization. Synthetic fibers are formed by the process called polymerization. What is polymerization? The process by which small monomers are combined together to form a large polymer is called polymerization. So in plastic also formed by the process called polymerization, but in this the monomers are arranged either in linear or cross-linked. Plastic articles are available in all possible shapes and sizes. The fact is that plastic is easily moldable. That is, it can be shaped in any form. Plastic can be recycled, reused, colored, melted, rolled into sheets and made into wires. Do you know? Polythene is an example of a plastic. Where is it used? It is used for making commonly used polythene bags. Types of plastics. Plastics are of two types, thermosetting plastics and thermoplastics. Thermosetting plastics. There are some plastics which when molded once cannot be softened by heating. These are called thermosetting plastics. Thermosetting plastics are also called as thermoset plastics. Once if they are molded, they cannot be remolded. They are hard and rigid. They are dark in color and resistant to heat and electricity. Bakelite and melamine are examples for thermosetting plastics. Uses of thermosetting plastics. Bakelite are used for making electrical switches and handles of utensils, whereas melamine is used for making floor tiles, kitchenware and fabrics which resist fire. Thermoplastics. You will observe that some plastic articles can bend easily. When we add hot water to a plastic bottle, it gets deformed. Such plastic which gets deformed easily on heating and can be bent easily are known as thermoplastics. So thermoplastics are plastics which can be remolded again and again. They are soft and flexible. They melt on warming and regain their shape on cooling. Uses of thermoplastics. Polythene, polyvinyl chloride, which is in short called as PVC, polyethylene, polypropylene, polyurethane, polyesters, polytetrafluoroethylene are some examples of thermoplastics. Polythene. Polythene is used for making commonly used polythene bags. Polyvinyl chloride, that is PVC, is used for making PVC pipes. PVC pipes are commonly used for plumbing and drainage. Polyethylene. Polyethylene is used for making water pipes, freezer bags, wire and cable insulation, etc. Polypropylene is used for making lunch boxes, syrup bottles, prescription bottles, bottle tops, etc. Polyurethane. Polyurethane, mostly in the form of flexible foam, is used in home furnishings such as furniture, bedding and carpet underlay. Polyesters, already we studied in the last class itself about the polyesters. Polyesters are used for making shirting, suiting, saris, draperies, etc. Polytetrafluoroethylene is used as a non-stick coating for pans and other cookware. Properties of plastics. Today, if we think of storing a food item, water, milk, pickles, dry food, etc., plastic containers seem most convenient. This is because of their lightweight, lower price, good strength and easy handling. Being lighter as compared to metals, plastics are used in cars, aircrafts and spacecrafts too. The list is endless. If we start counting articles like slippers, furniture, decoration pieces, etc. Now we'll study about the properties of plastics. Plastics. Plastics are non-corrosive in nature. We know very well that metals like iron get rusted when left exposed to moisture and air. Such process is called as corrosion. But plastics do not react with water and air. They are not corroded easily. That is why they are used to store various kinds of materials including many chemicals. Plastics are light, strong and durable. Plastic is very light, strong, durable and can be molded into different shapes and sizes. It is used for various purposes. Plastics are generally cheaper than metals. They are widely used in industry and for household articles. Plastics are poor conductors of heat and electricity. For example, take a bulb, some wires, a battery, a piece of metal and a plastic pipe. Set up the circuit first with the metal and then with the plastic pipe as shown in the figure. After you switch on the current, you will observe that the bulb glows in the former case, that is the circuit where metal is connected. In the later case, the bulb does not glow, that is the circuit in which plastic pipe is connected. Hence, a plastic pipe is shown to be a poor conductor of electricity. That is why electrical wires have plastic covering and handles of screwdrivers are made of plastic. Handles of frying pans are also made of plastic. Did you know? Plastics find extensive use in the healthcare industry. Some examples of their use are the packaging of tablets, syringes, gloves, and a number of medical instruments. Special plastic cookware is used in microwave ovens for cooking food. Teflon is a special plastic on which oil and water do not stick. It is used for non-stick coating on cookwares. Plastics are also used to make fireproof plastics. It is nothing but the uniforms of firemen have coating of melamine plastic to make them flame resistant. Plastics and the environment. When we go to the market, we usually get things wrapped in plastic or packed in polythene bags. That is one reason why plastic waste keeps getting accumulated in our homes. Ultimately, plastic finds its way to the garbage. Disposal of plastic is a major problem. Before that, we should know what are the different types of waste. Already, you studied in your previous class. Waste are categorized into two types, biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable waste. The waste which are easily decomposed by the microbes such as microorganisms are called biodegradable waste. Example, vegetables, fruits, hair, papers, etc. Whereas the waste which are not easily decomposed by the action of microbes are called as non-biodegradable waste. Example, plastic bags, hardware, bottles, metals, etc. So, plastic is a non-biodegradable waste. That is, it cannot be decomposed by the action of microbes. This is also one of the reasons for the pollution caused by the plastics. Now you can see in the tabular column, type of waste and approximate time taken to decompose is given. For peels of vegetables and fruits, it will take 1 to 2 weeks to decompose. Paper 10 to 30 days, cotton cloth 2 to 5 months, wood 10 to 15 years, woolen cloths about a year, tin, aluminium and other metal cans will take 100 to 500 years to decompose, whereas plastic bags take several years to decompose. Since plastic takes several years to decompose, it is not environment friendly. It causes environmental pollution. Even burning of plastic releases lot of poisonous gases into the atmosphere, causing air pollution. Have you seen a garbage dump where animals are eating garbage? In the process of eating the food waste, they swallow materials like polythene bags and wrappers of food. The plastic material chokes the respiratory system of these animals or forms a lining in their stomachs and can be the cause of their death. Sometimes we are very careless and throw the wrappers of chips, biscuits and other eatables on the road or in parks or picnic places. The polythene bags carelessly thrown here and there are responsible for clogging the drains too. So these are all very serious problem caused by the improper disposal of plastic. Marine pollution. Marine pollution is also a serious issue because of the plastics and also by other waste. What is marine pollution? Marine pollution occurs when harmful chemicals, particles, industrial, agriculture, residential waste and also plastic mix with the seawater. What are the effects of marine pollution? Due to the mixing of plastic materials with the seawater, plastic kills fish, birds, marine mammals and sea turtles. It also destroys the habitat of marine animals. So what we have to do? As a responsible citizen, we have to avoid the usage of plastic as far as possible. But how? There are some points given for you which you can follow in your life in future. By that, you can avoid the usage of plastic as far as possible. Use bags made of cotton or jute while going for shopping. Do not throw plastic bags in the water bodies or on the road. Minimize the use of plastic materials. For example, use a steel lunch box instead of a plastic one. The idea which we have already started in our school, from last year onwards, we started using the steel box, steel water bottles, etc. What is the main theme of using those things? To avoid the usage of plastic as far as possible. Next, the very important one. Dispose the biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste separately. And we can recycle the plastic waste. Last but not the least, follow the 5R. What is that 5R? So far, you know about the 3R. Reduce, reuse and recycle. What is that 5R? Along with the 3R, 2 more R is added on. Reduce, reuse, recycle, reject or refuse, and repair. As a responsible citizen, remember the 5R principle. Develop habits which are environment friendly. To summarize, plastic is also a polymer like synthetic fiber. Plastics do not have the same type of arrangement of units. In some it is linear, whereas in others it is cross-linked. Plastics are of two types, thermosetting plastics and thermoplastics. The fact is that plastic is easily moldable, that is, it can be shaped in any form. Plastic can be recycled, reused, colored, melted, rolled into sheets or made into wires. Plastic articles are available in all possible shapes and sizes. As I already said, plastics are classified into two types, thermosetting plastics and thermoplastics. Thermosetting plastics are the plastics which cannot be remolded again and again, whereas thermoplastics are the plastics which can be remolded again and again. Bakelin and melamine are some examples of thermosetting plastics. Polythene, polyethylene, polypropylene, polyvinyl chloride, polyurethane, polytetrafluoroethylene, etc. are some examples of thermoplastics. Properties of plastics. Plastics are non-corrosive in nature, light, strong, durable, poor conductor of heat and electricity. In addition, flexible, watertight, shatterproof, etc. Hope you enjoyed the class, and as a responsible citizen, avoid the usage of plastic as far as possible and follow the 5R. Thank you, students.